Hello. You've been wondering what I'm doing, opening this inside a tent. I'm up the Mennock Pass. I managed to get the tent up, and it's wild. The tent's taken a bit of a hammer so far, and I'm sorry to say it's leaking, but I think I'll manage. Well, I'll manage for tonight. I had intended staying 2 days, but we'll see. In half an hour, the weather is due to subside, and it'll be reasonable overnight. So I'm going to stick it out and just see how it goes. But as I say, the tent is letting in reasonably badly, but because it's a big tent, I can deal with it. Tomorrow, about this time, the weather's going to start getting bad again, and it'll be another terrible night. What I'm worried for is, I don't know if it's going to rain. I'm not getting any internet up here. I've got no phone signal, so I can't get a good weather forecast. So safety first, always safety first. I'm going to hold it out for tonight, and tomorrow I'll reassess it. But at the moment I'm thinking we'll head back home tomorrow, and we'll have to think what we're going to do about this tent. When the weather gets better, we'll take the camera outside and we'll have a wee look at the Mennock Pass. It's beautiful. Didn't stop raining till 6:30, and there was some tricky moments with the wind as well. Anyway, this is the Mennock Pass. It's between Mennock, which is just below Sanker, and Moffat. As you can see, it's quite a high valley. I'm camped there. And we've got a stream next to us. Well, it was a stream, it's now a raging torrent. Just take a look round at it. But I'm soaking. I didn't have my waterproof, well, my waterproofs were in the bottom of the car, I couldn't get to them. So we're going to have a fire tonight, and I'll dry myself right out. There's more people parked at the top of the valley, but try to stabilise it. I had a look up there, but I wasn't going to park beside that lot. There's a load of travellers parked round there. I think I'm far enough away, but it's a lovely spot, but not in the middle of a rainstorm. I've not decided yet, but I think tomorrow, before the weather gets too bad, I think I'll strike camp and get home. I think I'd be sensible. Anyway, I'll come back once I've got the fire going. Finally got organised, got everything dry except for that, and settled in for the night. Then nice big fire. I've got enough wood for the wee fire. The noise in the background is just the birds just about. Oh, they're nearly 7 feet away. And awful something went from being really horrible weather to nice calm quiet. Peaceful even. I'm getting that good night super thing. But the weather forecast is it's going to be bad. So we'll see if I still feel the same way in the morning. But in the morning I think I'll do my breakfast, do a bit of filming, and maybe head back home. Hit right out. I've had a look at the tent. The water it was getting in the barbecue again. An easy job. But there's not a bathtub skirt on this. So the water was getting in at ground level. But I've got these microfiber towels I can sort of day to day. They're just like all the water up. That's fucking getting on my neck. Keep probably chasing this. I'm trying to get my seat was wet, so I'm trying to get my back side dry as well. But it's beautiful. I don't know whether I'll bother I'm ready to drink. I'm going to have a cigar. I'll see you in the morning.
Early morning. Just got to have a wee look at what people leave behind. I saw a lot of stuff on Facebook. There's even groups about messy well campers. I don't agree with a lot of it. I agree with some of it. But there's people there who are just trying to cause bother and set things up. So let's have a look honestly. Well, that there in the middle of the burn is one of these pop-up tents. Don't know how it got there. Possibly they couldn't get it back into the car. They're a bugger to put back together again. But it shouldn't be there. But I've had bother with pop-ups myself. And they went into the back of the car like that and taken to the dump. But with the wind up here it might have just got away, so I'm not going to comment. But the main thing I notice here is these fire pits. Loads of them. I've counted between this site and the next one along there, all in all probably about 70 yards, 30 scorch marks. Now they're no all fire pits. Some of them, like that one there, is obviously a barbecue, one of these disposables. But look at this, all close together. No common sense. You're better. Okay, you've got to hit a fire. When you come out into the wilds, you've got to hit a fire. It's a social thing. But for goodness sake, there's a perfectly good fire pit there. I put the tent next to it. You could have loads of tents around it, one good fire pit, and that's all you need. But look at this, right next to it there's another fire pit, and it continues. Now I didn't count these wee marks, but some of them are obviously barbecues. See, there's another one, and then just far too many. If there's a fire pit there, use it. My fire last night, I got a lot of logs. High, 80 other fire pits. They were damp. But you put them around the fire and they dry out. I had a good night's fire out of it. But here we have the complainer's joy. Somebody has left that load of rubbish there. I actually saw this family. But I also know that further up the glen, or up the pass, the council have put out wheelie bins for the rubbish. So obviously they've got a team comes round and picks up the rubbish. So, well, 40 years ago I used to run an estate caretaking team up in Edinburgh, and we'd be picking up all the rubbish, and a lot of the tenants, they pick the rubbish at the block doors instead of taking it to the middle of the place and just dumping it. Now that's pit next to the road. When the council guys come along emptying the bins up there, they'll just pick that up. It's been put all together. They wouldn't be complaining. In fact, I'll tell you, if we had had this on our route back in Edinburgh, this would have been the place we came for our dinner. This job would have been done at dinner time. A nice place to sit for your dinner. No, that is not totally irresponsible. I saw their car, it was chock-a-block. The guy left and he was sitting on top of the tent in the front seat. Okay, a wee bit give and take. Yeah, there is manky campers out there. Shouldn't be tolerated, but at the same time, to these people on Facebook and YouTube, be sensible. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Had a very good night's sleep. Had the fire last night. Managed to get some extra wood off some of the fire pits, and it was still burning away at 12 o'clock when I went to bed, and just sat there, chilled out, couple of cigars, a beer. Great night. The weather was fine. Got into my sleeping bag, pulled the duvet over the top. The next thing I knew, it was 5:30 in the morning. I had one very, very good sleep. A wee bit problem with my sleeping mat, it seems to have busted. It's got a leak. I'll take a look at it when I get back. But the fact that the sleeping mat was soft, and that's something that made it a better sleep than the normal hard weather I was sleeping on. Interesting to learn things all the time. After yesterday's debacle, we know the tent is now up to the full weather. That wind and rain yesterday, we're going to get the same again, starting about midday. So I'm going to get made up and get back to the road. Okay, it's cutting my wee wanderings a wee bit short, but last night that tent did hold up. The thing that saved it probably most of all was pegs that I'm hammering. It's well pegged out. If you peg a tent out well, it's not going to go anywhere. It might collapse, but if it collapses, you're still, as long as they didn't break a pole or that. But yeah, the tent was okay, just needs a wee bit further seal. And that's what I'll do, and I won't use it again on anything like this until I know there's going to be rain, until I get a further seal. Other than that, it's been good carving. I enjoyed a wee bit of excitement in the wind and the rain nearly blowing the thing in, but it stood up. That's the main thing.
beautiful place. A wee bit overused, but on a warmer day I could quite happily sit here for a couple of days. That burn is just... I was a raging Tom last night, it's not now, it's back to being sensible. No, it's a great place for a camp out. Good place for a first camp for somebody just wants to try it out. I'll have to think hard about where I'm going next. If the weather's a wee bit iffy like this, will be a campsite. Maybe one I've been on before. I've not really disliked any of the campsites I've been on. Some of them have been a wee bit crowded, other ones have just been just nice. Just nice. It's worth visiting again. But if the weather's really good, I'll take one of my other tents to the oil camp. I've not had my wee dome tent out in a while. Raven 300. It's maybe about time I got it out. It would have stood up to this last night, no bother at all. Anyway, goodness knows what I'm going to do next. And you'll find out when I do it. See you later.